Imagine you were a delicious piece of meat, or maybe some vegetables, or some potatoes with rosemary, or thyme, or something like that. And you were thrown into a pressure cooker, right? A slow cooker, a crock pot. And you're cooking all day. Hell, maybe you're a piece of meat that needs to cook for 2 days, right? Maybe they're gonna make bone broth out of you. Well, you've been in that pressure cooker and you have been gaining heat and you've been transforming and you're alchemizing and you're getting all juicy and delicious and there's spices, sprinkles of spices and all sorts of goodness around you. And you're just getting to that perfect temperature, right? That perfect tenderness to finally be brought out, placed on a beautiful dish, and displayed. Well, that's what you are right now. That's what we all are right now. Or, well, I shouldn't say all of us. Most of us are right now. And if you're watching this channel, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you're definitely in that crew, right? That group. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mistful Musings with Morgana. I am Steph, aka Morgana, and I am your guide in this channel where we deliver divinely guided messages every single week just for you. Okay, if you have not liked and subscribed, ding ding, please join us so that you do not miss any of these awesome messages. And if you are new here, welcome. Pull up a chair, everybody get comfy, grab a cup of tea. It's kind of late, but I am super committed to delivering these messages to you every single week. Okay, let's jump in. All right. So there's a lot going on. And again, I feel like I say this all the time, but there is. So we're in this pressure cooker situation. We have been for a hot minute, right? That is a given. Now, I do want to talk about some physical, mental, and emotional symptoms and occurrences that I have noticed myself, as well as I have heard my clients and I have heard people in the community. And I've also just been reading online that certain things, kind of weird occurrences have been happening to people. And I just want to talk about it because I feel like these are symptoms of being in this pressure cooker. Okay. Now, we know that things are shifting. Vibrational frequencies are shifting on this earth. And if you are part of the crew, you're watching me, so you are. If you're part of the crew that is in this pressure cooker, you may be experiencing some of these symptoms. So let's go over them. For me personally, there is this buzzing. There's this energetic, 333 on the timer. There's this internal buzzing. There's this little energetic, it's kind of like it's in all of my cells. I can feel my cells vibrating almost, right? Or having friction together. And it just feels like a tickling. I am super tired, but yet I'm not tired. My mind is not tired and these cells are not tired, but my physical body is tired. I'm having some aches and pains. I've been getting up at weird times of the night, right? I've been getting super big downloads. I have been watching people, certain people be irritated and kind of lose their mind, be very emotional, dizziness is another one that I've been hearing about. And for me, I'm experiencing a lot of what I like to call riding 2 horses with one ass. So a lot of very beta conscious type of experiences, yes, in the physical world, but also I feel myself really extending myself to more of that energetic world that I normally just do in my office. I just hold that space and we observe that shift into the multiverse in the office, except I have been recognizing it in our daily waking life. So what does this mean, folks? These are symptoms of being in the pressure cooker. I truly believe, and it's not just me talking about this, it's a lot of people talking about this, We are going through an upgrade. It's a massive upgrade. It is a split. It is a timeline split. And we are experiencing very physical symptoms of our old life, and then also really recalibrating our energetic light codes to handle this new existence. And no, it's not going to be like, oh, we wake up one day and then like, boom, everything's different. No, there's still going to be challenges and everything, but there is a very difference of how we interact with the world, okay? And a lot of us are responsible for anchoring in these light codes and placing them like roots into the earth to help shift the vibration of our collective consciousness. All right. So no big deal. And if you're experiencing some of this, like the Schumann resonance, like Mother Earth, Gaia's heartbeat has been a little cray-cray, right? She's adjusting, we're adjusting to her. Like we're all doing this little dance, right? To hold an anchor in these light codes. So if you are experiencing that, know that you're not alone. It is just part of what's going on right now, okay? So that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about. I read somewhere, and forgive me, I do not remember where I read it, but it felt so perfect. It felt like, the ocean, when a big wave is going to come in, kind of like a tsunami. Before that wave hits, it's like all the water kind of comes rushing out to sea, and you get this build up and build up and build up and build up, and it gets to this like giant wave point. And we're feeling that pull, and some of the symptoms that we are experiencing and some of the energetic frequencies that we are witnessing is kind of like that pull and that review, right? With retrograde, with all of this stuff, right? This basket, the Barbolt's basket, or whatever the hell, I don't know if I pronounced it right. And before the giant wave comes crashing on the shore, right? Releasing its kind of like powerful, intense, like force of nature type of deal onto the sand. So we are very much in a gathering type of space, reviewing type of space, but we're kind of peeking out of that. And we are going to see for the remainder of this week, as well as into July, through Lionsgate in August, and that eclipse in August 12th, we are going to see time speed up. That wave is going to come crashing down. So a lot of what you're feeling, and not in a bad way, this is a shift, okay? We talked last week about that basket opening a portal for a new birth, anchoring those new timelines, right? So this is all a part of it, okay? So you're in the wave, ride the wave, right? Don't let it drown you, ride the wave. We did talk about the basket, and this is another analogy. We have kind of reviewed the things that we want to put in this beautiful basket. Remember, there's 4 planets, Pluto in Aquarius, Leo in Jupiter, Neptune in Aries, and Uranus in Gemini. They create this basket, which I like to actually call the womb space or the pressure cooker, right? Which is kind of like the womb space. The womb is contracting right now, right? The pressure cooker is getting done. The wave is pulling back, and then we are going to be birthed anew, my friends, okay? We're going to anchor in some new stuff. So like we are doing the finishing touch on our basket. The basket is now closing. We've got all of our goodness in this little womb space, and we're going to be closing it up before we present it to our party, all right? So as we close this basket, as we draw in our energy, what we are doing is we are alchemizing it. We are preparing to alchemize it. We have been preparing to alchemize new energy internally as well as externally in the microcosmic space as well as the macrocosmic space for quite a while. It's going to freaking speed up, okay? So what we're doing right now is we're shaking all of that, okay? We're shaking all of that. Okay. I talked last time, I think it was last time or the time before that, how we did this review of our internal fears, right? The things that like hold us back from shining our light really, really bright. We've been doing this review in Cancer. We've been doing all of this work, right? What feels like home? How's our self-confidence? Where are we afraid to shine? Where are we afraid to be heard, And where are we afraid to be seen? And so it's time to take all of that transitional work and start to show it to the world. We are entering a time where you can be seen, where your heart will be seen. Your goal right now is to shine, to sing, to speak, to create, to express, okay? And it is not in a performative way. It is not for performance. It's not for likes. It's not for views. It's just to show your heart, right? And contribute your vibration, your unique, amazing vibration out into that collective space and allow it to ripple and shift the collective, okay? Add to that collective role. Add to that collective rise in frequency. And here's another thing about that. If you still are hanging on to those fears that you reviewed and that came up in Mercury in retrograde in Cancer, and we didn't work to transform those fears, and you're still holding your voice, hiding yourself away, you are doing yourself a fantastically great disservice, okay? Because the world needs your unique signature right now. Universe is like, okay, time's up. We're going to need all of you that came to share your light. And it doesn't mean you need to read cards. It doesn't mean you need to do Reiki. It doesn't mean you even need to be in the energetic world. You could do hair. You could create art. You could dance. You could be a mother. You could be a teacher. You could be a lawyer. You could do anything. You could do anything. But what the universe is asking you to do is just do you unapologetically, with truth, full of authenticity and a joyful intensity that radiates from the inside out. This is not a time to hide. This is a time to shine. And so the astrology for this week in our astro forecast is supporting that, okay? So tomorrow, this is Tuesday night, late Tuesday night, almost Wednesday. So almost Wednesday, the sun moves into Leo. So happy birthday for all of my Leos out there. Blessings on your solar return. So it's leaving kind of this like homey, emotional, watery atmosphere, and we're moving into fire, baby. We're moving into the space where universe wants us to be seen and heard and to be expressive and to freaking own that ish, to be confident about that stuff. We also are ending Mercury retrograde in Cancer, whoop, whoop, on Thursday. And we do have a shadow period. So throughout the rest of July, we may feel the frictions and the lessons still coming up. I saw 444 on the clock. The lessons still coming up with that. So be tender with yourself. Still kind of go slow. Review a little bit. This isn't like busting out the gate, ready to kind of like pounce like the lion does, right? Like Leo does. But Mercury retrograde will be over. And here we go. Starting on Sunday. We are going to have a nodal switch. We are shifting our south node, our communal south node and north node from Pisces and Virgo to Aquarius and Leo. Boom, 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 boom. Now, Jupiter is in Leo, exalting that space, being like abundance to whoever is independent and sovereign and authentic. We're going to shine our little light and blessings on you. And why you're going to do that is for the collective, aka Aquarius, and also Pluto's in Aquarius right now, right? Which is telling you it's time to release an old identity and begin to move into the person that you really were supposed to always be, your legacy, right? And so the nodes are shifting from Pisces, Virgo to Leo and Aquarius. It's a big deal. We also have Saturn going into retrograde in Aries. And this means we are reviewing our plans, our foundations. Saturn is kind of like Sky Daddy, you know, and making us realize like where we're holding back, where we need to set some new foundations, some new structures, some new rules that will help truly support your authentic path moving forward, okay? And really light you up instead of allowing you to stay simmering in the pot, okay? So lots of big things. the energy is going to start speeding up, friends, okay? That wave is going to move. You, whether you're a piece of meat or a really tender piece of vegetable or a nice little potato, are ready to be served. Okay, so let's get into our card reading for this week. I pre-shuffled and pulled an oracle card from our Mist of Avalon deck to start us off. We're going to clarify with a few decks and end with a different deck than we normally do. It is going to be our Divine Masters deck. Okay, feels very galactic-y. All right, so our first oracle card here is the card of Rhiannon. It is number 30. And just off the bat, I love the white horse, right? So that is talking to us all about rebirth, right? Fast forward moving energy. It's a card of rebirth. And Rhiannon, number 30, is all about integrity. Mic drop for Leo season, perseverance, endurance, and focus. So very supportive for the energy that we're moving into. I offer soul guidance for transitional times, strength of other realms bestowed and beheld. So we are in a massive transitional time, friends, and that basket really is supporting us, that womb space, that cauldron of creation, that pressure cooker. It is offering that. And the strength, Leo, number 8, right, in the traditional tarot deck, which is like abundance, wrapping up karma, moving into karmic abundance, is often depicted as the strength card, as the lion, right? So we are flowing, we are not forcing, we are really persevering and having the strength to move forward and not have to prove that we are a lion to anybody, but just know that we are, right? Okay, so focus on areas of building yourself up, self-confidence, self-worth, self-esteem, so that you can boldly step forward in your life, creating the necessary changes that will ultimately change your whole life path direction. Mic drop. Stay focused on your desired outcome and trust that you are being guided by the spirit realm in all that you do. So, wonderful card to start out with. And the mantra for this card is, I am the creator of my universe. And actually drop that into the comments right now to claim this reading. I am the creator of my universe, because damn right you are. And that is what this energy is asking you to do. Step into the creator position. Okay. So let's get some tarot cards to clarify this energy this week. Just a few of them, and they're already wanting to pop out. We already pre-shuffled. So I wanted to say thank you for everybody that has liked my channels, liked my videos. This small baby channel that we built in January, we launched in January, is starting to grow, and it's because of everybody. And my intention is just to help people and inspire them to light their own asses up, right? To help change the collective of this world. So thank you. First card we got here today is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So in the upright, we see kind of the scales, right? Justice. Pentacles is all about health, wealth, abundance, money, jobs, family, that kind of thing. And this is talking about balance, right? Balance and creating new balance of, in the job, in your life purpose, with your legacy, with your home, your family. And something is a little bit out of balance. And like we were talking about, as we went through that Cancerian retrograde, that Mercury retrograde review, as we were working through Taurus season, right? And Gemini to find our truth, we were reflecting and refining where we needed to shift our energy so that when the moment comes, which is like we're right at that pinnacle of the wave, about to crash into the beach here, we're done with our pressure cooker, right? We can be ready to go. We can be ready to be served up on a platter. So a little asked review, what needs to be brought into balance so that it can give you solid structure, foundation, and a plan to launch from. And again, Saturn goes into retrograde this Sunday, okay, when the nodes change place, all right? So this is a perfect time to do those last minute reviews. Okay, I'm going to cover some of this because it has some naked people on it, and the socials just like don't like that. So pardon me. We got the Lovers, friends. And this is a huge card. And yes, it's the Lovers. So yeah, it could talk about, romance and everything like that. But actually, it talks about choices. It talks about decisions. So again, something needs to come into balance, right? You are honing your skills to be the creator of your universe, to have a new rebirth. What do you need to bring back into balance to help support you in your new structures? You need to make a solid choice. Something is being gifted to you so that you can make a choice, right? And this choice is going to affect your path for the next umpteen years, okay? And it's not like end all be all. We can always pivot. We can always change because we always are changing. That's the signature of the universe. But they're asking you to be very mindful about what you are putting out to the public. What are you facing internally? The stuff that's holding you back, and what do you need to gift on a nice little platter the collective to add to that vibration of change. Okay, we also got the Hanged Man in the reverse position. So again, it is time to come out of hiding. It is time to come out of our review. Okay, we're done with that as a collective. And we're always doing little reviews, right? But as a collective, we're done with that. Okay, so if you're still, hanging around, waiting for enlightenment, and, maybe you're hanging around somewhere, maybe you're in that birth canal, or maybe you're in the womb space, and like that 42 weeks is up, and it's like, okay, you got to be born now. You got to be born. You can't always hang out in the womb. You have to actually be born. These contractions, right? This pressure cooker is creating a shift for you to be born. So it's time to come out of hiding. It's time to shine. It's time to share your truth, share your gifts, right? In whatever way, form, or structure that you are called to do. Okay. Now let's pull an angel card to help support the energy for this reading, especially as we start to prepare for our big launch. OMG. Okay. It's the card of balance, number 222, which is also a master manifestor number. Maintain harmony and balance in your life to manifest your desires. What are we talking about? I said something is out of balance. You have to shift, coming out of hiding and making a big decision to bring you into balance for your rebirth and to be the creator, to actually create your next being, your next becoming. So balance is a key theme in this reading. Now, to finish this reading out, we are going to pull a card from the Divine Masters Oracle deck. So Spirit, what does the collective, okay, this one, we're going to do two actually. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to see? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. So the first card that we got here is Lady Nada. All right. And that's expanded heart, openness, liberation. Let yourself love and be loved. Now, I love this number one. There's a bunch of things here. Okay. So first of all, Spirit is asking us to come from our heart space. We all have a unique heart design. We all have a unique heart path, okay, and purpose. What is that? You know it and feel it in your heart. So let that heart shine. Use your voice to speak it. Use your sacral chakra to create it, right? You are the creator of your universe. Make it from your heart. And another thing that really speaks to me is her hair looks like the sun. And that's Leo, right? Your ability to shine that heart desire, that heart path out is so potent right now. And we're building that potency. We're alchemizing it. We have been alchemizing it. And it is the point where the alchemy has gotten so good and juicy and our potion's done. we're about to drink it and share it with everybody, right? Because you're the medicine man or woman. You are the alchemizer. You are the magician. So let your heart shine and share that with the world. And the last card we got here is the blue beings, light transmission. Hell yeah. Because what's happening right now, I keep talking about that. Our light is shifting. Our light codes are shifting internally as well as the collective, okay? Wounds healed. Important information charging up. Mic drop. That's exactly what we've been feeling physically, mentally, emotionally over years, but specifically this week as we are building towards this alchemizing energy of expression, of truth, and working on just with, as we did with Mercury retrograde and Cancer, right? Working on all of those wounds that stop us from being seen. So our work this week is to recognize this buildup, flow with it, do not force it. Call out what's in your heart and know that it's about time to shine. But make sure that you're bringing your energy, your gifts, your talents, whatever needs to be in balance to support that structure. Make sure that you have the balance that is needed, right? You're coming up to a big decision. So you're about to make it, all right? You cannot hide anymore. So don't drag your feet. It is about time to shine. And it is also good and leading for a beautiful space of rebirth where you are the creator of your own universe. And your internal vibration is going to be so important to help add to the rise of the collective vibration. All right, friends, this is your reading. If you want to work with me, my contact information is in the description box. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around to the end. I'm wishing you lots of love and blessings. Take care.